kind of okay. Jefferson County Court at Law number 2 is back in session in cause number 332-338, case is style of the state of Texas versus Alexis Ford. We have Ms. Ford appearing via Zoom. Ms. Ford, your full name, would you please raise your right hand?
Yes.
Would you please raise your right hand? Okay.
I'm in shackles.
Okay, Ms. Ford, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
You may put your hand down. How are you doing, Ms. Ford?
Yes.
How are you doing, Ms. Ford?
Well, to be honest, between me and you, that's not so good, and that's all I have to say about it because I don't know. Thank you.
Okay, we hope that you'll be doing better, Ms. Ford. Now, Ms. Ford, I have before me a document that is titled information. This information alleges that on or about April 29 of 2022, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, that you committed the Class B misdemeanor offense of criminal trespassing. Ms. Ford, do you understand what you've been charged with?
You say on April?
The date is April 29th.
Can you tell me the location, please?
Yes, it was at the Field Depot, 4200 block of.
Yes, I was standing across the street. I did go over there, but it was for a brief moment. I went over there to talk to somebody.
Okay, so you did go over there. Okay, now Ms.
Yes,
Ford.
my stepdad. That's my stepdad. That's where he grabbed coffee at.
Okay, now Ms. Ford, you've been charged with criminal trespassing on that property. Do you understand what you've been charged with?
Yes, then we not to go over there no more.
And to this charge, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
Now, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
And
yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Ford, I have before me a document on this tablet that's titled misdemeanor plea admonishments. On page 2 of this document, there are a set of initials AF that are on a line next to a box that says check guilty. Did you place your initials on this document?
Yes, I did.
On page 3 of this same document, Ms. Ford, there's a signature above the line that is titled defendant. Did you sign this document?
Yes, I did.
And the next document is titled trial court certification of defendant's right of appeal. There's also a signature at the bottom of this document above a line that is titled defendant. Did you also sign this document?
Yes.
Now, Mr. Ford, I also have before me a document that is titled trial court certification. Well, at the top of this document,
it's an electronic document or paper. Is it a piece of paper or electronic document?
Electronic document.
Okay.
The same document that have your signature at the bottom. There are 2 boxes that's checked at the top. The first box that's checked at the top states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And the second box that's checked states that you are waiving your rights in appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And Ms. Ford, did you sign a document out there on paper that is titled discovery certification?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now Ms. Ford, before you signed and initialed all of these documents that I've just mentioned to you, did your attorney, Mr. Cole, go over these documents with you?
Yes.
And did you read and understand everything that he went over?
Yes.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ms. Ford, are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, I am. Well, did that count you as a citizen if you don't have a state ID?
No. My question, were you born
I
here?
was born in the United States, yes.
Okay, so you're a citizen of the United States. Now, Ms. Ford, you have, okay, state. I have before me state's exhibit number 1. State, you like to offer state's 1?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections?
No objections, Your Honor.
No objections. State's exhibit number 1 will be admitted. Mr. Cole, do you waive a record in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Cole, you advised and counseled Ms. Ford Is there any evidence that she is currently mentally incompetent to stand
Your
trial?
Honor.
And Ms. Ford, your attorney, Mr. Cole, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
You say what now?
Are you satisfied with your attorney's representation of you?
You say he advised counseling?
No, listen to my question.
Okay.
Are you satisfied with your attorney?
I don't know.
I'm talking about the gentleman that's in front of you. Are you satisfied with the work
Yes.
that?
Yes.
And has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Yes.
All right, now, Ms. Ford, I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I also will accept your plea and waivers. I'll also accept your plea of guilty. I will also find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that the evidence is sufficient beyond a reasonable doubt to find you guilty. And state, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, it's 10 days.
Okay, 10, okay, Ms. Ford, the state is offering that you serve 10 days in the Jefferson County Jail. Now, you'll be given credit for any time that you are entitled to get by law. Ms. Ford, the court cost in this case is $327. Will you be able to pay the $327?
Sir, I can't work in the city.
Okay, now, Ms. Ford, I have a document before me that's in your file that is titled Affidavit of Indigence. And Ms. Ford, they have some information on this document concerning your monthly income and assets and your monthly expenses.
I
Now,
don't have any monthly income.
well, that's what the document states.
I haven't had a month.
Just listen to my question. So this document is correct that you do not have any income and you do not have any expenses. Is that right?
I don't have, well, I have, I buy food.
Listen to my question. Is this document right?
Sir, I'm listening. What?
Okay, is this document right that you do not have any income? Is that correct?
Yes, I don't have no income.
All right, and it's also correct that you do not have any expenses.
I don't, no, I don't.
All right, now, Ms. Ford, based on this information, the court is going to find that you are indigent. What that means is that you do not have the funds to pay your fines and court costs. And so the court, pursuant to Article 42.15 of the Code of Criminal Procedure, the court cost is going to be waived, which means you won't have to pay it. Now,
Okay.
Ms. Ford, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes,
And do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
yes,
And do you accept the state's offer?
yes. Will I receive time insurance today?
Okay, Ms. Ford, you're gonna get all of the time that you are entitled to get by law. And the jail is gonna calculate that time for you. Do you understand that?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, now, Ms. Ford, I'll follow the plea bargain. Now, do you accept the state's offer?
Yes.
Okay, I'll follow the plea bargain agreement that you have entered into with the state. This will conclude your case. You can follow the bailiff and you have a blessed day. The next person is Howard Land Jr.
I'm sorry?
Howard Land Jr. is the next person.
Okay. He wants land. to the judge. They're gonna see you on camera, okay? Let's see.
Okay, the court is in session in two cases. First case is cause number 33224, excuse me. Let me repeat that. Cause number 332-264 and cause number 332-268. Both cases are styled the state of Texas versus Howard Lee Land Jr. And we have Mr. Howard Land appearing via Zoom. Mr. Land, is your full name Howard Lee Land Jr.?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Land, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Land, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Land, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Mr. Land?
Fine. I could be a little better. Just trying to contact my uncle.
I understand. Now, Mr.
Yes, sir.
Land, Mr. Land, I have before me, well, your attorney is Mr. Giles Cole. Mr. Cole, do you waive a record in Mr. Land's case?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Land, I have before me in cause number 332-264, a document that has been filed by the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office. This document is titled Information. This information alleges that on or about March 15th of 2022, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, that you committed to Class B misdemeanor offense of criminal trespassing. Mr. Land, do you understand what you have been charged with?
Yes, sir. My uncle told me to contact my aunt.
Mr. Land.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, if you need to talk to your attorney, we'll give you time to do that. Okay, now, Mr. Land, to this charge of criminal trespassing that occurred on March 15 of 2022 in Jefferson County, Texas, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? How do you plead? Do you plead not guilty? Do you plead guilty, or do you plead no contest?
Not guilty.
Not guilty, okay. All right, so we're gonna have to send him back and reset his case. Okay, just hold on.